So Motorola has been releasing phones at regular intervals. Recently they announced a lot of Moto phones. So today we'll be taking a look at the Motorola Edge 20 and if it is really as good as they advertise. My name is Dev and you are watching Life Reviewed. So let's start with the design and build of this. The original Moto Edge had curved display, but this one is quite slim and flat, as you can see. The back panel is plastic, though it looks like glass, but it is plastic and it is frosted. It also has a matte finish, very nice. It does not pick up fingerprints at all, so that's one good thing. The sides have an aluminium frame, so it's a good thing, but be very careful not to drop it or it will be dented forever. The frosted back also helps prevent fingerprints. This is the frosted emerald model, and there are two other models called frosted pearl and frosted onyx. There are three buttons on the right side. The volume up and down button here, and below is the power button. The power button also has the fingerprint scanner inbuilt, which I like very much, as when you are seeing videos here, you do not have to pick up the phone if considering like the other phones have in the other Motorola phones have in the back. So in the other phones you have to pick it up when you are seeing any videos and do it like this, but here you do not have to pick it, you just have to do it like this and it will unlock. And this is also very fast, really fast here, so I really like that here. At the bottom are the SIM tray, that is the here. Sadly there is no support for micro SD card, and you can only insert 2 nano SIMs is this, both sides. And apart from that, there is the primary mic, this is here. The USB-C charging port and the single mono speakers here, which is quite loud, but I would have preferred at this this is almost a flagship level at this range. This one I bought for around 35,000 and the MRP of this is 40,000. At this price I would have liked if they have given dual speakers here somewhere, but this is mono, but it is quite loud. This does not have Dolby Atmos like the recent phones which they have. But it is reasonably loud. More on that later. On the left side, coming to the left side of this, there is one button which is the Google Assistant button, which you will find in all the Motorola phones these days, and it is surprisingly useful, but sadly it cannot be reconfigured. I would have loved if this could have been reconfigured. I use it quite a lot to set reminders or Google Google search anything from Google or something like this. So on the top there is the secondary mic, so noise cancellation secondary mic. Coming to the cameras, very nice looking huge camera unit here. So we have the camera bump, which is quite big. In that we have the 3 ultra pixel technologies camera. This one here is the 108 megapixel primary lens. The aperture of this is f1.9. Below this is the 8 megapixel 3x telephoto lens, and the aperture of this is f2.4, and below this is the 16 megapixel ultra wide angle macro vision camera. The aperture of this is f2.2. Photos are really good, lots of details both indoors and outdoors. Night vision works really well too, but do not expect pixel or iPhone level photos. 4K video recording is there. The flash here is dual tone and it is very bright, which is useful when you use it as a torch. You can double chop to activate the flash here. So Motorola has a lot of such gestures. We'll see more on that later. So the camera also, you can twist it twice like this to activate the camera. Another one of the gestures of the Motorola. So that's quite nice. And the hole punch camera in the front is 32 megapixel with quad pixel technology. The aperture of this is f2.25. It does not have a dedicated flash somewhere, but the screen lights up when you take a selfie of this. There is also a third mic here, so that is quite uncommon. Usually we do not get that, but this one has a third mic on the camera bump, which is utilized by the phone while taking zoomed videos. Coming to the display. Coming to the display, in the front we are greeted by one of the best thing about these phones. This is the full HD plus Max Vision HDR 10 plus AMOLED 6.7 inch camera, and this has a refresh rate of 144 Hz. This is same as we get in the gaming phone these days. Very smooth experience, and the blacks are really black, really good. I love this screen. The best thing about this, the aspect ratio of this is 20:9. The screen to body ratio is 88.8, which is quite great. and the brightness of this is 480 nits, which seems small on paper, but it is very bright. It is easily viewable in full sunlight. Also, I use this for navigating with my bike. It does no problem at all. Resolution of this is 2400 into 1080 pixel, and the density of this is 409 ppi, so it's quite good. The screen has 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass, so it looks flat, but as you can see, it's a little bit curved here, so it's 2.5D, and it has Gorilla Glass 3, and this is not Panda Glass as Motorola usually uses in all their mid-range mobiles. So they have gone the full length, full all the way, and they have used Gorilla Glass with anti-fingerprint coating. As you can see, no fingerprints even if I do like this, and it has an oleophobic layer, so if there is any splash, it will easily drop off without leaving any water particles behind. The display also has 10-bit color, so that is quite nice. It can display 1.6 billion colors, which is mind-blowing. Usually your phone does not have it, so usually all the flagship level phones has 1.6 billion color 10-bit displays, so that's quite nice. The screen has 576 touch sampling rate, which is very high, and up to 576 Hz touch sensitivity in game time mode, so that is also quite good. The UI of this is near stock Android 11. Just Motorola has little bit of Motorola gestures and this and that. No third-party apps. Is beautiful. This also run Android 11 OS, and you can enjoy a clean, pure, ad-free and bloatware-free user experience, which is very good. You'll also get 2 years of security upgrades on this phone, and they're promising a free upgrade to Android 12 in the future. It would have been nice if they gave 2 years. Usually all the flagship phones give 2 years, like to Android, but this one is 1, so okay, I can't complain about that. The battery of this is a 4000 mAh battery, not 5000 mAh, but 4000, which is quite enough to last a single day. And it comes with a 30-watt charger. Let me show you. Quite nice. And this is turbocharged and can charge your phone really fast. It charges 0 to 65% in 30 minutes, and you can just 100% in just 1 hour, which is huge. It's very fast. You don't even have to worry if your battery is less or whatever. Just keep your charger with yourself. So about this charger, this is a PD charger, USB-C to C. And you can use it to charge your compatible laptops also, so that's nice. And Apple MacBooks uses this, so kudos to Motorola to include this charger, especially in these days when the flagship phone does not have any charger provided with this. So thank you, Motorola. The processor of this, coming to the processor, this is India's first Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G processor, which supports 5G up to 11 bands with hyper engine gaming technology. It has octa-core 2.4 GHz. Games run smoothly. There are no lags even if you run them in high settings. So it has wideband L1 support, so videos in YouTube and Netflix can also run on high definition, very good. But for some reason, Amazon Prime videos does not run in HD, which might be fixed later by an OTT update. Now sound. Let me give a demo of this. So let me give you a demo here. So this is the mono speaker, quite loud, but okay. The sound itself is not nothing exceptional compared to the new models that Motorola are releasing, but I will tell you something which blew my mind. I connected wireless earphones to this, and the fidelity and the space this gives is mind-blowing. Literally my jaw was like lying on the floor, and my wife just asked me like, what happened? Why are you looking like this? And I was really surprised with this. This really must have a really good sound chip, but what it lacks in a speaker, it really makes up while connected with Bluetooth devices. So if you have some good quality Bluetooth, go with this, listen to this music. I'm telling you, your mind will be blown with the quality of the music that it has. Now coming to memory, this has a RAM of 8GB LPDDR4DX. The internal storage is 128GB UFS, which is very fast. They have not gone with eMCP. Thankfully they did not go for that, but sadly this does not have micro SD card slot, so memory is not expandable. You just have to make do with 128GB of internal storage. Coming to the band and supported networks, this phone has carrier aggregation, so that is quite nice. As you can see here, 4G plus it does. And supported networks are 5G, 4G, LTE, UMTS, GSM. This also has dual band Wi-Fi 2.5 and 5 GHz, so that's quite good. The gestures, coming to the gestures, we already saw the chop and twist to open the camera. This also has three finger screenshot. That is another good thing. I love Motorola gestures. Coming to the updates, this will get 2 years of security updates. I already got a security update on the February. The next one is due, and the Android will be upgraded to the next version, that will be Android 12. And yeah, that's I would have preferred if there was more, but for you have to make do for this one, so it's can't complain. So some other things about this phone. This has ready for feature. What it does is you can connect it with a PC or a big smart TV, and you can watch your videos or play games on the big screen. Very nice. You can also transfer files between the PC and phone very easily, just drag and drop. So that is one very good thing. The body of this is very thin. This is just 6.9 mm. That is one of the slimmest that I have held in my hand. And usually what happens is which have these edges, usually when you use it for this for a long time, usually it hurts here, but this one is so beautifully designed, it does not hurt at all. This is water repellent but not waterproof, so be very careful. Do not go swimming with this, but little bit of rain and all these things it can handle very easily. This phone comes with ThinkShield security that protects phone data from malware, phishing and other threats. So this has software and both hardware level. So what is ThinkShield? Lenovo uses ThinkShield in their ThinkPad laptop ranges. So that is very high class, world class thing. So your data will be very secure with this. Coming to the haptics of this is absolutely fantastic. When I do this, it's like it's really nice. It's the haptic engine of this is awesome. It's almost one of the best that I have used, and it gives it a total premium feel. But it does not have any notification LEDs. I would have loved that. It is a flagship grade phone. Just including an LED somewhere, it would not have cost them that much. So I'm really disappointed not to that it does not have any notification LEDs. Also, it does not have any headphone jack. Of course, all the flagship phones, they are ditching the headphone jack, they're ditching the charger in their phones. So at least they provided the charger, but I'm really disappointed that they do not have the headphone jack in this one. Coming to the earpiece, as you can see here, you cannot see the earpiece. They are the speaker here. So quite very it's quite hidden. So initially I thought that it must have one of those in display the glass vibrators for the screen, but it is there, but it is very well hidden. So nice. It's something I really liked about this. The price of this phone is I bought this for around 28,299. I got a lot of discounts and all this things on Flipkart. It's a little bit high, I would say, on the higher end, but you get many small things which is actually worth the price, which is very reasonable considering the AMOLED screen and the stock Android. So I would say this is complete value for your money phone. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below and answer each and every one of you. Till then, stay safe and check out one of our latest videos here. Goodbye and stay safe.